Hi, Ian.
Howdy.
Welcome back to the CU podcast for Tuesday, August 27th, 2019. Ian Ferguson is alongside Pat Contry
I am.
to run you through 92.7 minutes of hot retro gaming and movie news and pop culture stuff and
How close we are to that number.
and worshiping a monolithic entertainment company at an event. That's what we'll be talking about this week, along with Q&A, and also a Stame events was found, Ian, and also and someone found their heart. Some guy down the street, he found his true love. I talked to him the other day.
Oh, that's good.
No, I'm just making that up.
Okay.
I mean, maybe he did, but I don't know him personally. We also have a Scumbag Sell of the Week, a Patreon poll topic. Ian,
Sir.
did you miss the CU podcast?
I enjoyed my vacation. I didn't miss anything while I was on vacation. Doesn't mean I'm not happy to get back to certain things, and felt good to get back into a routine at work. It feels good to be back here talking.
Did you miss me, Ian?
I didn't.
You can say no. I'm not going to be hurt.
Maybe about a week and a half in, I was like, I should probably catch up with Pat.
You missed not giving me calls back for like 2 days. You missed that.
It's not as much fun if you're not calling me to not call you.
You missed me not exactly.
If I'm just not talking
it's
to
like
you.
the drug. You want the drug of seeing Pat's calls, and I know when you click off right away because it goes right to voicemail.
Yeah, I know it does. You think I don't know this? I'm not hiding the fact that I'm not talking to you right now.
See what I got to put up with? I'm trying to run a professional online entertainment company. You see what I have to put up with here? So what did you do, Ian? You went to Rochester.
We went to New York, and then for the Long Island Retro Convention, which I haven't even talked about at all, but I'll just
Best
keep it
pizza
short
ever.
by saying it was a fucking great convention. I loved it. It was really
The
well
Cradle
done.
of Aviation Museum.
That museum was fantastic, and the way they had it set up literally throughout the museum. This wasn't like in a convention center, like attached to it. It was in the museum. That was great. Then I got to try White Castle for my first time.
How was it?
It was great.
Isn't it good?
Frank and I crushed $40 worth of it in the lobby.
What is that, like 20 sliders or something?
It was a lot. I mean, some of those sliders are like $1.
So you ate like 15 sliders each?
Well, we also had some sides.
Okay.
So it was maybe like 12 sliders each and then some sides.
That was before I got there? That was the day
Saturday. When everyone went for
Friday,
sushi.
though, Pat ordered birthday pizza for Ian.
It was good pizza, thank you. So then I went to Toronto. We took a 12-hour train ride, and it was freaking awesome.
It was
so good.
I need excuses to go on trains.
It's so good.
I wish the one to LA ran more than every 3-4 hours. I would go to LA more often and not have to worry about not getting home.
Vani was a little, when we were booking it, she was a little about it. She had been on the train from Toronto to Buffalo and vice versa before, and she liked it, but that's a shorter ride. It's about an hour.
Sure.
About an hour to the border, about an hour at customs, and then about an hour and a half to Toronto. But this was, like I said, 12 and a half hours, but we sprung the extra $25 per seat for business class. You get a little bit of extra room. You get free beverages. You get leg rests that fold up out of your chair.
Okay.
And you're right by the dining car. So not only is it comfortable and very spacious and easy to like lay back and try to fall asleep, it's prettier outside the windows than a plane. And the dining room was open. Basically, it's just a car full of booths with tables. So we were able to go sit in there, stretch out, play cards, all that sort of thing. It was awesome.
Any murders happened on the train?
No murders, no mysteries needed to be solved.
No. You know, if that was actually like a thing, if you had like a 1% chance of getting killed, but you can also solve a crime, I would go on trains more often.
Yeah,
that was like a perk.
I think that would be a lot of fun.
That'd be great. Might get killed, but we probably won't, potentially.
Toronto was great. We hung out with our friend Kelly 2 days
Kelly.
there. And we went to a couple of really cool places. Yes, you do. We went to a place called Stormcrow Manor that is like 6 different rooms. It's a bar and restaurant, but they have like a cyberpunk room with an actual hologram in the middle and all the like lights. It looks like it's right out of Blade Runner.
Hologram of what?
Like a lady.
Of a lady talking?
Yeah.
Dancing?
And then they had a full recreation of the bar from The Shining.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which was really awesome. They just had a lot of stuff. There was a big like the Beholder from Dungeons and Dragons was mounted on the wall like it was a head trophy.
I don't know what that is.
I can't believe you don't look it up. You'll know what it is.
Okay. Nerd.
It bothers me
Beholder.
that you don't know what a beholder is.
I never played Dungeons and Dragons.
You don't have to play Dungeons and Dragons to know what a beholder is.
Okay.
Um,
It's a monster with it's a floating orb of flesh.
with lots of
Yeah, I
eyes.
should know what that is.
Yes,
Okay, go
probably
on.
should.
Yeah.
But anyways, that place was awesome. We had a lot of fun. I did a lot of eating. I found a place that serves patties 1 block over from where we were staying. Patties are a Jamaican and larger West Indian sort of cuisine. It's spicy meat at its basest level. It is spicy meat and sauce wrapped in a crispy shell that is colored with turmeric. So there's turmeric flavoring in it. It looks like an empanada.
Turmeric's like reddish,
Yellowish.
yellowish. Okay.
Yeah. So it looks like an empanada. They're hard to find out here. They're absolutely delicious. I used to eat them all the time when I lived in Buffalo.
It's like a meat tostada.
It's like no, not a tostada because it's folded over.
Folded
tostada
over.
is open.
Okay, well they call them, I guess, flying saucers when there's two here.
No, it's nothing like that. Nothing like a
You
flying
don't want
saucer.
intermittent fasting eating. We're talking about food.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
this.
that's fine. But they had them, and they had them with cocoa bread. And cocoa bread is this dense, doughy, delicious bread that is just slightly sweet because it's made with a little bit of coconut milk.
I'm feeling dense and doughy right now.
And you make a sandwich out of it. So you're basically double carbing that meat
Oh, of course.
and then pounding it down.
It's not good to have mostly protein. You got to add the carbs on carbs.
In Buffalo, I ate a lot of pizza.
Food pyramid's a conspiracy. Go on.
I ate a lot of pizza in Buffalo. Wings. Got my Louis Texas Red Hots.
What's that?
It's a hot dog that has nothing to do with Texas. It has a spicy meat sauce on top of it, but not a chili. It's nothing like chili, really, when you have it.
But it's a meat sauce.
It's a very fine
Like an
meat
Italian
sauce.
meat sauce?
No. You'd have to look it up. It's weird.
It's like a Hormel, like the skimming a Hormel can of chili.
It's a lot of skims of things and spices.
Or garbage they left over in the pot.
And then
throw it on.
with mustard and onions. It's delicious.
I like a good hot dog. It's just hard to find a good hot dog.
And then lastly, just blowing through all of these 2 weeks, I hung out with my niece and my nephew a lot.
That's good.
A lot of fun. Reminded me that I definitely don't want kids ever, but kids can be a lot of fun. We took my niece and nephew to the park. We took my niece to the Strong Museum. And holy shit,
was the Strong
I
Museum?
have to talk about that. So it was fun hanging out with them. The Strong Museum was
Really in shape from what I hear.
awesome. It's what's that?
It's really in shape.
Yeah, that's good.
Strong calves.
Thanks to Andrew Borman there, who is the head of, I believe it's digital preservation, for showing Vonnie and myself around. Their archives are absolutely fucking insane. I mean, when I was talking to our friend Frank, and
All the games for all the systems you can go look at in the sealed baggies or whatever.
in a way,
Yeah.
not everything is
archives.
out like that,
But it's archived.
It's archives. They have all sorts of crazy stuff back there. They have invisible monsters, which it's shaking my head. It's a proto. They have like literal prototype cabinets that only one or two of in the
Arcade
world
cabinets?
exist. They have
Like Primal Rage 2.
no, they don't have a Primal Rage.
But like
2.
that, where
Yes.
there's only a few of them.
They had some of the Sega old electromechanical games before arcade games became popular. So they had the big Gunman fight. I don't know if you've ever seen that one.
Did that come out here?
It's
just
toys.
Japan?
I believe it was here as well.
Gunman fight?
I think it's just called Gunman
Gunman.
or Gunfighter Sega. Sega Gunfighter.
Sega, or pinball.
No, it's not pinball.
Oh, it's just electromechanical.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like that museum in San Francisco has all those old ones.
But this one's particularly neat. You can like knock the tops off of like cacti and stuff like that.
1983 Gunslinger. That's what you mean. Is that it?
Let me see. I don't think so. 83 sounds way too early. 1983.
It's like a fucking robot.
Yeah, no, that's not it.
Okay, that's something else that's cool.
Sega.
There's a robot you fight. Gunslinger. Electro techniques. God, I love that stuff.
Yeah, it's Sega Gunfight.
I love this sort of stuff. I'm looking at something totally different that I've never seen before. I'm surprised it's 83 because I never saw it.
But they had old wood rail pinball machines in the back. I mean,
nice.
This is massive. You can't.
And then most of these are donations, obviously, right?
It's yes. It's really hard to kind of comprehend how
big?
much work they are doing behind the scenes. And I really implore everyone. I mean, if you're in that area,
Yeah.
go. The ticket is like $16, and the amount of stuff there is wild. And if I don't want to say everyone, but they seem to be very very easygoing about. I mean, if you do YouTube, if you have any sort of research
let
you
you
want to
film.
do, generally filming you can't really film back there. You can take like close-up photos and stuff.
Okay.
But if you have any interest in that stuff, they seem pretty willing to work with people to find a time to get you back there to look at all that stuff.
Gotcha. They want you to film? Okay. Hey, DK. What's going on, buddy? Sorry.
Yeah. So anyways, I mean, that's...
And most importantly, you got your garbage plate.
I did. So Bill Gray's is a place in... I was not aware that was the place in the foyer, courtyard, entrance area. I can't remember what the hell you would call it. I don't know the word. But Bill Gray's is a popular one in Rochester. Dogtown is probably the real big popular one. Nick Tahoe's was the originator, but it doesn't seem like people go to Nick Tahoe's that much anymore. Poor Nick. But Andrew actually told me, he's like, the ones in the lobby are very good. The sauce is spicy. And I've never really had a spice, like, sometimes they have a little kick, but the hot sauce is not generally hot. It's just called a hot sauce. Oh, this one had a real nice...
Ian, I love you.
Had a real nice bit of pepper to it.
Ian, I love you.
Uh-huh.
I want to hear about the garbage plate. I don't need a TED talk about the garbage plate.
Okay, I'll remind you of that next time you go on for 20 minutes about your plumber.
It was just a passing thing.
Okay.
I would talk for 20 minutes in the podcast about my plumber. I was going to bring up my plumbing experience, but that's okay.
Anyways, I'll keep that in mind next time you go off. So yeah, that was my trip.
I was just gonna say, I just wanted the 1 minute story version of the garbage.
I want many 1 minute version stories from
Ian,
you too.
What were the ingredients of the garbage plate?
I'm good. Let's go.
Oh wow, I insulted Ian.
We've got topics.
Well, no, we do have topics, Ian. But I was gonna talk about what's been going on in my world a little bit.
Hit me.
All right, Ian. I'll keep it under a minute. So the SNES book is being printed. It's at ultimatesnes.com. Ian's got to look at the
digital. Did you send me that?
No, I didn't send it to you yet. There. And it's been my life has been, while Ian's been gone having fun on train rides and eating garbage plates and hot dogs and Strong Museum, my life has been a logistical nightmare in terms of just getting my house in order and refinancing and plumbing issues and also warehousing stuff with the NES book and the Superintendent book. Ian knows about that. But the Superintendent book, the digital version's out, and then hopefully in 2 months it's in people's hands. Most of the pre-orders and backers at that point. But Ian, we got a T-shirt.
We do.
My man.
If you've never been to the shows, you may not have seen this available.
Now it's on Teespring. The My Man Super Friends CU podcast shirt. Go to teespring.com/my-man-cu podcast. Not sure why it's not all one word as Ian's alarm goes off here. That was the alarm to end your garbage plate story. I'm teasing you, Ian. Don't be pissed at me. This is our reunion show. So this T-shirt will be available for 30 days in multiple colors, but there's not just T-shirts, Ian.
Multiple colors.
There's not just T-shirts. You can get the classic tee. There's a die-cut sticker you can get.
You can get a Whoop It Up towel.
You can get a Whoop It Up towel. You can get the classic pullover hoodie. You get the mug is available. The women's classic tee.
Who doesn't need more mugs?
You can get also the women's flowy tank top. It's flowy tank top or the women's fitted tank top. So
the one that's a little flittery at the bottom.
So I'll do this. How about this? If we sell 200 shirts, I will wear the men's tank top on an episode. If we sell 500 shirts, I will wear the women's flowy tank top for one CU podcast. I will. That's my word. 500 sold. 500 T-shirts sold. I will do the flowy tank top.
I'll do the flowy for $150 and a couple burritos.
Okay, I'm not sure I can bind that agreement because people will be satisfied with that, and Ian goes against our self-interest all the time in the CU podcast. But that's okay.
I want the food.
You want the food? You can't make side deals. So there it is, the My Man shirt. It's teespring.com/my-man-cu podcast there.